Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rekahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations to the elect and the one-third remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity, scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you, I say shalom. Lord willing, this video is edifying and it's going to be sent around this article. It's like you by the CNBC.com, and it's entitled, "The Fed just made a jumbo interest rate hike of 75 basis points. Here are 4 things that will be more expensive." Right? So Wednesday, the Federal Reserve, did another, I want to say the fourth or fifth interest rate hike of the year. Right? So if you don't know, that pretty much, that's the interest on your loan, pretty much the interest on the debt. It makes it easier to, when it's low interest rates, it's easier to print money. It encourages borrowing, because they don't have to pay back that much. But since Esau is now raising interest rates, all right, it's going to be more expensive to borrow money. All right. So like a loan, car loan, mortgage loan, things and such like that, as well as, goods as well, all across the board. Right. And the idea is to stop inflation. Right. That's what Esau is telling you. His reasoning for it, but he's crashing the economy, right in front of your face, man. And a lot of you people don't even know what's going on. To reduce persistently high inflation, the Federal Reserve announced a third consecutive jumbo 75 percentage point rate hike Wednesday, further increasing the cost of debit and credit cards, vehicle financings, and other loans. See? So it's going to be a lot of people finna get that Hellcat, right? That you thought was going to, grow old with you, I guess, man. It's finna get repoed. Okay? Because you ain't going to be able to afford to pay the rising financing costs for that car, and to be able to pay the rising utility bills and the rising mortgage if you got a house, man. Right? So a lot of things are about to get a whole lot tighter in the average household. Right? The 5th straight increase to the federal funds rate brings it to a range of 3% to 3.25, which is the highest it's been since 2008. Typically, rate increases come in 25 basis point increments, but the Fed has been using supersized hikes to curb the rate of inflation, which is currently up 8.3% year over year, well above the benchmark target of 2%, right? But really, inflation is way higher than 8%, man. At this point, it's runaway inflation, and it's about to show on the economy, man. It might even hit a period of hyperinflation, all right? In a way, it is hyperinflating, by increasing its key interest rate, and central bank discourages spending, which can reduce inflation for the price of goods and services. However, the downside to each rate hike is increased monthly debt costs for Americans. See, so your monthly debt is going to increase, right? The 4 things that they saying is going to increase: credit cards, auto finance, and mortgages, and other variable rate loans. All right. So shit is just all across the board going to, hitting the fan in America, man. Okay. This is, and we forewarned you of this, but now people are going to see, and there won't be no doubt, this is, Habakkuk 2:6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. America is a debtor nation, right? So what it does is it gets other countries to buy its bonds in order to prop up its its economy, or the dollar, or whatever, So what you seeing across the world is all these currencies losing their value, right? But at the same time, the increase of interest, the interest rates on the debt that's owed is increasing, man. So it's what that's about. That's about to destroy, the whole global payment system through the American dollar, man, because no one's going to be able to pay that debt. It's going to be a recall on all the debt that America, owes, because it's going to have to pay. America's $30-something trillion in debt is going to have to pay it back, and the countries that are indebted to America can't even pay the debt that they owe to America, So it's just a shitstorm all across the field, all across the board. Is going to shit, right? And ultimately, this is all being used to just usher in, that new financial structure, right? They tired of the dollar dominated, global financial structure. They want to bring in that digital, that way they'll be able to implant you, right? Everything is going digital, man. They're going to want to put your currency inside of you, right? That's the end all be all. This is Zephaniah 1:10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh Shemawashah, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills, right? So, the fish gate will be the ancient world's what you would call Wall Street, right? That's where people did the trade in, and So if you look at the Wall Street right now, the current numbers, man, of the Dow and the S&P 500, it's all in the red, man. They've been taking losses this whole year, pretty much, man. Ever since they started hiking interest rates, and it's only getting worse. So people are losing money, man. Right? People are losing money in these systems that were put there for them to supposedly gain, man. But people are about to get wiped out. How, ye inhabitants of Maktish, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. See? So all the merchants, okay, all the traders, nigga in a real estate, the day of a reckoning has come, man. Because this whole illusion of America being this great first world country is all about to change, man. It's gonna be like overnight. It's gonna feel like an overnight thing because people don't pay attention to these things, man. A lot of moves are being made, right? But they too high above average American head, right? Because Americans are stupid. This is James 5. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. See? America is through, man. It's, all the, you look at these CEOs of these companies, right? They all resigning. A lot of them are resigning, man. You got these I want to say some team in Arizona. I think the Suns, the Phoenix Suns, man, up for sale and shit now, something like that. One of them sports teams is up for sale. They own and selling them. But we at a time where bread and circuses is at an all-time high. So why would you be selling a major franchise in a market like the NBA or in America or an American professional sport, man? Why? Because he understands what time it is, right? He's trying to cash out. He knows that this place is weeks away from doom, right? Economic doom. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days, right? So America, the dollar right now is strong, according to the numbers, but we see these other global currencies weakening, right? So, the America's gonna be the last one to go. It's going to be the last currency to go because it's the most powerful, right? But it will lose all of the status that it got right now. The U.S. dollar is going to zero. And with that, nigga, all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Rukakwadash, Wa, Abba, Babal, and DTA.